So you're moving to Nassau Bay, Texas. In this video, we're going to talk about the pros and the cons of living in Nassau Bay. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll hear what's hot and what's not. Let's get after it. So if this is your first time to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications, and you'll be the first to know everything going on in the greater Houston area market and surrounding areas like Nassau Bay. My name is Tanya Vargo, and I have my own team, and we get calls from people just like you every single day wanting to move to Houston, Texas. And we love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'll help you make that smooth move to Houston, Texas. So Nassau Bay, what a lovely place you have decided to choose to live, because it is the #1 neighborhood to live in Harris County, and Harris County covers pretty much all of Houston. Okay, and then it's the #2 best suburbs for young professionals in Texas, and it's #6 to live in Texas, period, like at all. #6 neighborhood, and it's #12 ranked in best places to live in Texas. So it is just a wonderful, wonderful little place to live. And so it has about 4,000 people living in this little neighborhood, and it's really fun. If you go back and check out my full vlog tour, you'll get to meet some of the neighbors. And also I have a map video. If you want to just go in on this channel, you can go in the search bar and just search Nassau Bay, and the full vlog tour should come up and the map video should come up, and I talk about some various different things in the area there. Okay, so let's get into the pros and the cons of Nassau Bay. I'm here to tell you there really aren't that many cons. There really aren't. The cons are, and let's start with the cons. We'll start with the cons so we can end with the pros, right? We'll end on the high note, and there's just like a long list of pros. We can just talk about the greatness of Nassau Bay the rest of the video after we get through these cons, okay? So I'm gonna say the #1 con of Nassau Bay is gonna be the weather. So, okay, so you are living right off of Galveston Bay, right? And we get 1 or 2 hurricanes every so often out in the Gulf of Mexico. Have you heard? So when you live there, that is something you just have to prepare for. And you will see in my full vlog tour, a lot of the homes being rebuilt and elevated to live in them, or, you know, if they're tear downs and they're reconstructed, they're being put up on pillars and things like that. So, you know, that's the con. You've got to be hurricane ready. So you'll either buy a home there and have to elevate it, buy an elevated home, or go in there and do a tear down and rebuild the home elevated right now, because that's the rules, and it's just best for you anyway. So, and that's definitely something I can help you with because I know the rules. And then also help you if you're going to do a tear down with finding construction companies and contractors that are going to help you with that elevation and know everything you need to do with that, right? So, friend like me. So that you got to be hurricane prepared. That's a con out there. It's a definite con, and we're just going to address it right up front. You are very close to the weather disasters out there. Thankfully, nothing as bad as Harvey has happened for like years and years and years and years. So hopefully nothing like Harvey is going to happen anytime soon either. And we'll get a good rest of the lifelong reprieve from any Cat 4 and 5 destructive hurricanes that just Harvey just sat on us and rained for a few days. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. So that's why it was so destructive, because it just sat there, and then in other areas we had to open the levees and things like that. So places that weren't even flooded became flooded because we had to open the levees. But out there, you're definitely front and center right there with Galveston Bay and the hurricanes. And then in the summer, and this goes for all of Houston, okay? September, July, and August, we're living in 90 and 100 very high humidity weather. And Houston was a swamp. It's like a jungle. If you're not used to living here, like I moved here a long time ago from Toronto, and when I would come to visit, you can smell it smells like jungle. It smells like green foliage. You can smell the humidity. Once you've lived here a while, you don't even notice it. But I used to remember it smelled like a jungle. So that's what it is. Like, we're a swamp. We're a jungle. We're off the beach. It's a lot of weather and humidity, and those are the kinds of things we have to live with. And definitely you're going to want water fun, pools, and a great working AC when you live here. AC is air conditioning. For those of you that do not know, we shorten it to AC here. So let's get into the pros, because and traffic. That's the other thing. So weather and traffic, and honestly, that's a Houston deal, right? Our traffic is horrible. Lots of things have been under construction for a very long time. We have 250 beautiful humans moving here every single day. I want to help you all of you. I want to help all of you. And we just were not ready for all that. And then just, reconstructing after Harvey and reconstructing anyway, just for great economies and progress and making things beautiful. It's just, we've been under constant construction for a very long time. Okay. And out in, Nassau Bay in the Clear Lake area is no different. It's no different. Okay. So what you have out there for your cons, to sum it up, is weather and traffic. Same as everywhere else. Okay. In Houston. So the pros, so if you go back and look at my full vlog tour, you're going to see you are going to get to know your neighbors. There are roughly 4,000 people living right there in Nassau Bay, that cute little neighborhood that is surrounded by Clear Lake. And then Clear Lake feeds into Galveston Bay, right? And it's just this cozy little nest where everybody knows everybody. And if they don't know you, they want to get to know you. And it's not in a negative way. It's just like, oh, welcome to the best place on earth, and it just really gives you that kind of vibe. I didn't feel, scared or unwelcome or anything. It just felt like people want to know who I was. So there is definitely fun things. So great neighbors, first pro, right? Second pro, lots of entertainment. There's going to be, I'm going to go through a list of excellent things that people all over the United States even come to the Nassau Bay area to see. And one of them is the Johnson Space Center. It is right by Nassau Bay, like 2 or 3 minutes, right? And so that's where Nassau is, duh. So really cool, like the whole world knows where we are. And then we have right across it, right directly across from Nassau Bay is Space Center Houston. And that's just a great place to go for families. Super fun. You go in there and see all kinds of fun stuff. It's great for kids. Go check it out. And it's right there. It's right across from your neighborhood. You do not have to go far to entertain yourself at all. So another really cool thing is, thank you to Tillman Fertitta and the Landry's Conglomerate. We have Kemah Boardwalk, and then we have Pleasure Pier in Galveston. And thank you to them for building those, because, you know, when Six Flags left, we had nothing like that anymore. So because, you know, Tillman Fertitta came in and built all his restaurants and these fun things to do, like the rides and the fair and everything on Kemah Boardwalk, and also in Galveston on Pleasure Pier, we have Six Flags type things to do there now. And especially on Kemah Boardwalk, every Landry's restaurant is there. So whether you want to do fine dining, like Landry's, like fine dining, or you want to be more casual, like Bubba Gump Shrimp and eat with the hands, you can do that, and you just make it whatever kind of day you want. It can be, you know, beautiful bougie day with families and fair and the bay and boats and things like that around you. Or you can like get down and dirty with some, you know, hand finger food and corn on the cob and seafood. I had actually a really good like a lobster roll there or something like that. It was amazing. I had to eat it with my hands, but it was amazing and it was yummy. So, you know, thanks to them, you can just go out there and have whatever kind of beautiful day you want to have on the water, eating good food. And if you don't eat good food, there's funnel cake and corn dogs. Yum. Okay. So that is, the entertainment is a pro. Okay. And not just like that kind of entertainment. Do you want a boat? Do you want to buy a boat? Do you want to dock a boat? What kind of water activities you want to do? They got them. There's also parks out there. I talk about that in, I think, the map video. You're really close to Galveston, you know, 20 or 30 minutes away from Galveston, and, you know, all the beach fun there. So you just, Nassau Bay, you're just kind of at the center of it all. And you even have access to all the bouginess of Clear Lake, right? So they have all kinds of shopping, all kinds of grocery stores, all kinds of everything you want out there. So, you know, it's just a really fabulous happening area on the water. And you can just have this, you can either have this beach lifestyle, a bay lifestyle, a suburban lifestyle, whatever you want. And in Nassau Bay, you can have water views or not. You can be on the water or not. There's canals, there's actual bay living, Galveston Bay living there. And then there's the lake living, like it's just attached because Clear Lake feeds into the bay, right? So water fun. All right, so let's talk about the schools. It's a great, so that's the entertainment's the pro. things your access to pro. So we'll talk about the schools. The schools are in the top 30% in Texas. So if you send your child to school, you will get an education. They'll pass the state tests. They'll go to college and probably do well, things like that, but they have to go. All right. In Clear Creek High School, there is only about 2,300 students. So they have a very high student, a very good student to teacher ratio, which is 1 to 16. So every 16 students get one teacher. So that's great. And Clear Creek ISD is pretty big, and it's located right nearby in League City. And so Nassau Bay definitely feeds into that. So you're going to have a really good education out there in Nassau Bay, no problem. So we have great neighbors. We are across from Johnson Space Center, which is a place where everybody wants to come visit, even out of state. We have we're across from Space Center Houston. I mean, really, you could really just walk to Space Center Houston. You just cross the street. You're really close to some great food, entertainment. You're surrounded by the amenities of Clear Lake area. Really close to Galveston, 20 or 30 minutes away, and all the water fun and water activities. And you can definitely choose the type of lifestyle you want to have out there. And that variety is great, right? So that's what I have to tell you about the pros and cons of Nassau Bay. Please, if you're ready to make that move, we'll be so happy to help you. And I'll see you in the next video.